I guess I want to rise to give a little bit of a history lesson in why some of us may be concerned about what we see coming right now concerning a particular bat that's we've been told that it may end up on an endangered species list. At one time, the endangered species list used to be, I thought, something that was good and noble. Unfortunately, in the past, we found it to be something that can be used as a tool or a weapon to get to a certain ideology where some people like to go. What do I mean by that? If we look back on history, there was a certain bat on the West Coast that was considered endangered, and we were told that it could not survive in second growth timber, and so therefore we had to stop all harvesting of timber out on the West Coast in the isolated areas. And the spotted owl was successful in that endeavor. We shut down small communities. We drove people out of their businesses. Fourth and fifth generations were shut down. I got to meet an incredible person that came from the West Coast. I met her at a conference out in New York, Syracuse, New York, and she talked about what had been done to her and her family, fourth generation logging, and they literally took their way of life away from them over the spotted owl. When she told us what she thought was going to be the effects of that move, she talked about massive forest fires out on the West Coast, and she said, you won't see them immediately, but you will see them in your lifetime because of mismanagement of the forests and what's been happening. All done in the name of an endangered species called the spotted owl. What's come of that? Well, we found out the spotted owl did not just have a way of life or could survive in second growth timber. We found out they thrived in second growth timber. So apparently there wasn't either enough research done on the spotted owl, or somebody used the spotted owl, or entities used the spotted owl to achieve something they wanted beyond just an endangered species, and that was to shut down a logging industry or whole industry, which they accomplished. I submit to my colleagues today, Michigan is very concerned about the same thing happening to the Great Lakes states over a bat. If we don't stand up and ask for sound science on something like this, if we don't stand up and say enough's enough, we have to consider people's way of life, along with making sure we protect species. We have a total imbalance, and we could have the same effect as what happened out west. I rise today and ask for your support on this. And by the way, the industry that I come from, the timber industry, has been very active in this and actually has presented some great ideas actually concerning ways that things could be improved. Yet those that are talking about putting this on the endangered species list has not even taken time to talk to the industry. That's the problem we have. You have one side deciding these issues. We need to open this up broader for the community to weigh in on this. I ask for your support. This could be one of the biggest issues we face, and not just because of the timber industry, because of our way of life and how we enjoy the great outdoors and things we do. One of these bats could affect your backyard and even your home. So this is not something that just the timber industry should be concerned about. We all should be. Thank you, Mr. President.